How to create an attendance tracker in Google Sheets. Today I'm creating an attendance tracker in Google Sheets. Make sure to watch until the end so you don't make any mistakes. Okay, so the very first step is to open up Google Sheets and you're gonna click on blank spreadsheet over here. I'm using Google Sheets since it's free and you can access it from your phone or computer at any time, which makes it super easy for you to track the attendance for an unlimited number of students or employees, depending on your use case. So let's dive right into it and set up a simple and efficient attendance tracker. We're gonna start by going to the name box over here, and we're gonna type in A column Z, like that. Then you're gonna click on enter. Now we're gonna do a right click and select this option over here, resize columns A to Z. Then we're gonna remove this 100 over here and change the size to 35. And next up, we're gonna select column B and resize the column to 125. So to do that, I am again right clicking on it and going to resize column, and then I'm gonna change this to 125. Click on OK. Then we're going to select the columns C, D, and E and resize these columns to 80. From here, we're going to click on the name box again, delete this text over here, and we're going to enter in 1 to 1000. Hit on enter. Now we're going to do a right click on one of the rows headings, and we're going to go to resize row from 1 to 1000, and we're going to change the row height to 30. Finally, we're going to click on the box in the top left corner to select all of the boxes. It will be the white one over here. Now I'm going to change the font size to 12, change the horizontal alignment to center, and change the vertical alignment to middle. Next, you're going to select column B and change the horizontal alignment to left. Then select the first row and change the row height to 60. Once you change the row height to 60, you're going to come here and change the font size to 18. Lastly, we're going to select the columns from V to Z, right click on it, and then we're gonna say insert 5 columns right. Okay, now we have our setup ready and we're ready to add some data. The first thing that I want to do is to go to the cell B6, so the one over here, and type in employee or student, and this totally depends on how you're gonna use this, but I will use student as an example here. So I am typing in student. In cell C6, so this one over here, we're going to type in yes, and D6 will be for no. In the cell next to it, we're going to type the percentage sign, and underneath the student column, so starting from B7, we're going to be adding in some names as an example. So once we add in a couple of names as an example, we're going to go ahead and add in the days of the week. So to do that, we're going to go to cell H6, so the one over here, and we're going to start off by Sunday. So here I am just writing SU, so I am going to do the same for the rest of the week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, once that's done, we're gonna select the line over here. So from the cell H5 to N5, then we're gonna go to insert on the top bar. You will see this option for checkboxes. Click on that just like that. So then you're gonna select all the cells below your weekdays. So that will be from H7 to N14 for me. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I am gonna click on insert and then I'm gonna click on checkbox. So I'm gonna skip this line over here and I'm gonna come to the cell H3 and I'm gonna select from H3 to N3, and here I am going to merge these cells simply by clicking on this merge cells option over here. Then I'm going to type in week 1 like that, and to finish our data input, we're going to select B3 through B4. Then we're going to merge these cells just like we did for week 1, like that. I'm going to change the font size to 18, change the horizontal alignment to center, And now we're gonna hover our mouse over to the cell here, to the right corner. You're gonna see this plus icon. Now drag that to the next 3 columns to copy the merged cells over to those ones as well. So now in the cell B3, the merged one, we're gonna type in overall. Okay, now that our outline is ready, let's go ahead and further customize our attendance tracker. So I am going to start by selecting all of the cells, and I'll make the text bold. So these customizations are totally up to you. I'll go for like a pinkish and purple type of colors, but everything is up to you at this point, and you can select whatever you wish. You can make them bold, italic, kind of play around with the text as well as the boxes as well. So now I'm going to select the cell B6 to E6 like that. Then I am going to go to fill color on the top bar, and I will now add this pink color as a fill color, just like that. You can now kind of change the font color as well if you would like. So I'm also changing the font color to this gray over here, so everything looks nice like that. Next, I will select H5 through N6 like that. I'm gonna go to fill color button over here, and I will use the same pink color that we used for the other one. So for the week section, so the cell H3, I am going to the fill color section again, but this time I'm gonna go with a purple color. So for example, this one is quite nice, so I'm gonna select that one. I am again gonna select my text, go to the text color, and I'll go with this kind of dark gray and select that one over there. Finally, I am selecting B3 through E4 like that, and add the same pink fill color, so this one over here. And with this range still selected, I will now click on the borders button, which will be over here. Now I'm going to click on this to change my border colors to white, so perhaps this white would be nice. And I will also add vertical insider borders. So I'm just gonna click on vertical borders over here like that. Okay, so now that we further customize our spreadsheet, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna copy all the information and all the checkboxes in week 1 to over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Control C to copy my table. I'm going to leave this column empty, and then I'm going to come to P3 and I'm going to do Control V to paste it over here. Alternatively, you can select your, let's say, table, do a right click, and here you'll see the option for copy. You're going to click on that, come to the second column and click on paste. So now all you have to do is to change week 1 to week 2, and here we're going to rename this to week 3. Another thing you can do is to also kind of change the fill color to something else, so maybe another type of purple would be nice. And you can further customize this in any way that you want. Once you're happy with the final look, let's continue with adding some formulas. We'll begin in the cell C7, so the first cell of the yes column. And here we're going to be entering the formula equals count ifs. We're going to add an S to if, so ifs, open parentheses. Now you're going to select the cells through H5 to the cell over here. Then hit on F4 from your keyboard to make this absolute. We're going to add a comma, type in true. You're going to do another comma, and now you're going to be selecting the cells from H7 to here. Now add a comma. You're going to type in true. Then you're going to close the parentheses and hit on enter. So to save time, you're going to copy this formula over here and paste it into the cell for D7, so into the no column. Once you copy it, you're going to come here, delete the true, and just replace it with false. then you're going to hit on enter again. Now we're going to copy these formulas down for all the people in the list, just like that. And now when you check one or two of the days, you can mark the attendance for each day for each person on those days. The COUNTIF function checks to see that the checkmark about each specific day has been checked. The function then looks at the attendance checkboxes below, and if a checkbox is checked, which equals to true, then you get a count for yes. But if a checkbox is not checked, which equals to false, you get an account for no. To calculate the percentage, select cell E7, and here we'll be using this formula. So we're going to start off with equals. If we're going to do an open parentheses, C7 plus D7 equals 0. Then you're going to add a comma, 0, again at a comma, C7 slash open parentheses, C7 plus D7. Now you're going to close parentheses and add another close parentheses. Hit on enter. Now I'm going to click on the cell. I'm going to be formatting this as percentage. Now I'll be using the fill handle to copy the formula down for everyone in the list. Now let's finish everything up with the overall calculations. In cell C3, enter the formula equals sum, open parentheses, C7 and C. Then you're going to close your parentheses and hit on enter. Now I'm going to use the fill handle again to copy this formula over to the cell D3, so over here. For the last formula, we're going to come to E3 and we're going to add the following formula. We're going to say equals if ever, open parentheses, average, open parentheses, E7E, close parentheses, add a comma, and 0. You're going to close the parentheses and hit on enter. Now to have the percentage, we're going to go to the top bar and format this as percentage, just like that. Now let's work on the final touches. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to be selecting this line over here, go to fill color, and I will use another purple that goes well with my team. Now I'm going to go to the cell B1 and here I'm going to be writing down attendance tracker. Now for the final touches, you're going to go to view, click on show, and uncheck the grid lines option over here. And each time when you want to add another student, you can come here and you can just write down new student and copy the formulas over here as well. And same applies over here. You can copy all the boxes and paste it over here like that. And there you have it. This is how you can create an attendance tracker in Google Sheets.